Welcome to what is going to be the most unpredictable weekend in MotoGP. The championship rematch between Jorge Martin and Pecco Bagnaia is heavily stacked in Martin's favour. But we come to the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya with an unpredictable weather cycle. Welcome up to the commentary box then as we get ready for the green light to go on now and the first free practice session of the weekend to get underway. Immediately, we must say welcome to the Moto Solidarity Grand Prix of Barcelona, racing for Valencia. We can't hold the final Grand Prix at the Circuit Ricardo Tormo due to the horrific flooding in the area. Barcelona has stepped up, and this is the Solidarity Grand Prix. All the tickets, all the money in this venue will be donated to the Emergency Relief Fund as well. So, alongside me in the commentary box, once again, is Megan Birch. Megan, here we go. One more race. Bagnaia, 24 points behind. It's make or break for him, isn't it?
It is, and it is cold here. It is very cold. Why is that cold? It's been in the garage.
Don't look at me. Anyway, my nose is gone. I've gone back in from the commentary box to the inside, and all of a sudden I'm now sniffling. Hello.
November.
Yeah. Speaking of November, we come here in June, July time. We came here in May, actually, for MotoGP. We swapped the dates around. It was incredibly hot.
And now they've got the opposite.
Perfect. And yeah, now it's the complete opposite.
But at least I know what it's like to race in the complete opposite.
But how much is that going to affect everybody out there? Because they've got asymmetric tyres.
A bit.
They've only got one set where it's hard in the front, soft in the rear.
Who won last time we were here?
Well, LA Spargo won the sprint race, and I think then Bagnaia won the main Grand Prix as well. So it's kind of like...
So,
but it's different, this circuit.
So it's kind of like a mix and match. You don't know what's going to happen because we know who's dominant here in the warmth. Now it's the cold where the tyres are forever trying to heat up but failing to heat up.
It's exactly that situation. And also, it's a flat surface mainly. And the riders have been complaining about the fact that you do drop the front incredibly quickly. So
it doesn't work.
To come here for a second time this year, yes, it's an emergency situation, but they have data, but they have absolutely no data about what this is going to be.
This is unfamiliar territory regarding the weather for them.
Yeah. Also, we've got it confirmed that on Tuesday we're having the post-season test here as well, and we're covering that. Are you here Tuesday?
Yeah, but I'll be revising all day because I have an exam the next day.
Typical. Well, I'm sure we'll get the hold of some people from around the paddock as well to get the information. I love how my coat looks black on that screen, but it's actually burgundy. I'm coming through. This one I won't.
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
Probably the weather conditions. Anyway,
get close
yellow flag
to it.
already, one down. That's Michele Pirro, who has come in this weekend, replacing Andrea Iannone, who replaced Fabio Di Giannantonio. Michele Pirro completing a 12th successive year of being a wild card rider since he retired from full-time racing 12 years ago.
They just don't want to let him go.
No, they don't.
Wait, so you're telling me that the replacements had to get a replacement?
Andrea Iannone was only for one round to complete the race that he got fired from years gone by.
Oh. I did a roll.
Yeah, downhill at turn 5 at the Seat corner as well, so that was...
Superhero landing.
Yeah, that's pretty much how we did. Well, we've seen a couple of riders get up and do runaways with it as well, so it's not too bad. I wonder what is going to happen this weekend. Martin leads the championship by 24 points. It's very much he could win it in the sprint race on Saturday tomorrow, but Bagnaia goes well here unless he's being run over.
Yeah, so it's kind of... You don't know what's coming. I mean, for all we know, they both might crash out. Like, that could happen.
It's
and
possible.
then it would be like kind of a default.
Yeah.
You just can't tell.
Yes, it's back up and running. There we go. Let's get the timings back up for the sectors as well. They were down for a few minutes, but they've just come available as they start their first meaningful lap times. So Jorge Martin's on a 1:42.241. Vinales second, Bagnaia third, Raul Fernandez is fourth, Marc Marquez in fifth, Zarco sixth, Mia seventh, Bashi in eighth, Marini ninth, and Alex Marquez in 10th.
And Quartararo gets a lap time deletion for...
Down, big one there! And that's going to have to be a red flag, I'm afraid. Pedro Acosta being taken down with his own teammate of Augusto Fernandez. The pair of them crashing, coming out of turn 5 on the kinky to six underneath the bridge.
Acosta's got smoke.
Yeah, well, the two teammates have come together.
And I can't tell who was avoiding them, though one of the Yamahas, I think, literally had to avoid. And why is their pit crew smiling?
Well, it's quite comical, but we've got bikes now on the circuit, so...
I think it was Quartararo had to avoid them because he literally had their bike go right in front of him.
So, Acosta's on the inside, doesn't know that Acosta's...
No, it wasn't. It was Mark.
Yeah.
It was Mark.
Red flag's out. Red flag's out. They've stopped the session. Well, they've had to. They've got bikes in the middle of the circuit.
You're just bringing red flags today, aren't you?
Yeah. So, Augusto Fernandez is on the inside. Mark immediately put his hands up to bring out that red flag. Mark was riding into the path of that as well.
Yeah. I couldn't tell who it was because of how similar grey and blue looks.
Well, that's weird. So, Acosta was on the inside, and then Augusto rode right round the outside of him. Pedro had nowhere to go. I don't know why that happened, but the red flags come out anyway to stop the session.
But I'm glad to see that they don't seem to blame each other for it, because immediately it's like, you okay? Okay, good. Let's go get our bikes.
Yeah, they've got two others back in the pit lane as well, but with 39.20 to go, that's a red flag in the first meaningful running. We've just come from Macau, where in the Formula Regional session of qualifying, we've had, get ready for it, 7 red flags. 7 stoppages. It was unbelievable.
I feel like this is kind of like a quite preemptive for the race.
Yeah.
And for the weekend, it's like,
yeah, the air effects is damaged as well. That's going to need replacing and blowing up again.
To be honest, I think it's mainly the advertising. Just need to blow up and put the advertising back on.
Looks like it. So, Acosta goes to the inside. Acosta
someone drops it. Maybe?
No, they're just running into each other.
Oh, they just get a bit too close.
I don't think Pedro knew Augusto was on the outside.
No, because he did kind of sneak up. So I don't think he meant to sneak up. I think it's just the traction of where he was.
Yeah.
Like, that was where his racing line was. He had no choice but to go there, and so did Acosta.
Racing Automobile Club Catalunya, the RACC, just now going through. Session red flag due to Acosta and Fernandez in turn 5 and 6. That's the official information. So, Tech 3, go bye-bye. Yeah, I don't know. Pedro does look and sees that Augusto's there, but at the exit,
I think they just go wide.
Yeah.
And I would really love the camera angle just to go where Mark had to avoid.
Well, you're riding on board with Marc Marquez now. Let's take a look at it.
Literally right in front of him, and he's just like slightly to the left.
Yeah, and he put his hand up as well, so he's riding one-handed. Say, red flag, please, stop the session.
He had to do a lot in those just 5 seconds alone.
Just a reminder, if you're watching us live as well, coming into it, you guys are traumatic. Terrific or traumatic? Either way. Medical car and safety car bringing the riders back into the pit lane now as well. Just a reminder then that we have got the Macau Grand Prix coverage this weekend, the FIA Formula Regional World Cup, the FIA GT World Cup, and also the 56th edition of the Macau Motorcycle Grand Prix. We're covering that with 2 very special guests. Julia Chusovic will be joining me in the commentary box alongside road racer and Sekhmet racer in the WCR Championship, Lizzie Whitmore. Lizzie's joining us in the comms box as well. Maddie's already over there as well in Hong Kong, and Simon's in Barcelona. But yeah.
Ooh. Second bike being geared up.
Both of them as well, so all the mechanics now having a big old job to be done. How many did we actually have? That time's a cancel for that red flag drama.
So, did you notice how the Acosta's bike was actually smoking?
Yeah, it got smoke on it when it came off, so it must have landed on the fuel line.
Yeah. So that isn't racing for another day.
Look at all the lap times being deleted for the red flag issues as well.
Well, they had a lot of people around them.
Yeah. So red flag. Vamos Martin 89.
Quite good penmanship, actually.
Yeah, it's not bad, actually, is it? Safety car's back out there now, just checking up the work. It's got down to turn 5. Should be a long delay.
Yeah.
Although Macau ran 2 hours behind. No bikes have actually taken to Macau. Yesterday it rained, so the bikes can't run in the wet. So they delayed that session.
Hasn't been good luck with that, has it?
No, rained this morning, so they cancelled that session. And then Formula Regional went on for 2 hours in a 40-minute session. We were already running an hour behind, so we're 3 hours behind. They lost their bike running. So now they're having a practice to go straight into qualifying tomorrow, and then a race on Sunday.
I bet you're dreading all.
Sunday, it doesn't look like I'm going to get much sleep. Yeah.
It's not good.
No, really not.
May I suggest you go back to bed for an hour?
Won't get time. As soon as the last race ends, we're straight into Moto3, Moto2 and MotoGP.
No, I mean now.
Oh, no. I'm fine now.
Coffee?
Tears rolling down the face then.
No, I swear, one of their mechanics laughed.
I wouldn't be surprised, to be fair.
I just saw him smiling at the camera, just like, haha, this was my plan all along. Just like...
Let's take another look at it. So Acosta's on the inside. I don't know. Augusto did check up though, didn't he?
Yeah. I think... Wait, was it? Whose bike was it that was...
Pedro's smoking. This is on board with Augusto Fernandez. This is Acosta's bike. Watch, he'll go off. Oh, and Augusto Fernandez briefly riding the 31. Look, you can already see it was smoking. Yeah, it was smoking.
The camera.
Yeah, the camera survived.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Lived to fight another day. He just jumped. Oh, what was?
Is he going to find?
Can you hear that, mate? Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Am I in one ear? Have I gone wrong again?
Hold on. Say it again.
Hello, test, test, test.
Say it again.
Test. Test.
Again?
Test. Test. Hello. Yeah? Hello, hello, hello. Am I okay?
I mean, you're only in one ear for me, but that is just because the track noise is in the other one.
I'm sorry, what?
Your voice comes through this, and I don't have that on. The track noise and things from that comes through that.
Can you hear me in this ear?
No.
Can I put your headset on for a second, please? Yeah, swap headsets. What do you mean this is your headset? Start talking.
Hello.
Say again.
Hello.
Why is your headset so quiet?
Because I have it quiet.
Hang on, let me turn it up.
Oh, please don't.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I was worried.
Turn it down.
I was worried for a second. Is that what on earth was going on?
I have it low enough that I can't hear you through that ear.
Oh, okay. Okay. But you can hear the track noise.
Yeah.
Your headset, you're really deaf with these. I have it louder than you. Blimey.
Opposite,
Blimey. Megan says opposite. Hang on.
Opposite, actually. I just have really good hearing, so it hurts my ears.
Could you move that way? You're really... So hang on a minute. You really... Hang on.
I just hear you through this ear. I can hear whenever we're on, like, a call with the others. Like, I can hear them.
Right.
But with you, I can't. Because I hear you through my actual ear. Because you're quite loud sometimes with that ear, and that ear is really sensitive for some reason, after all the years of wearing a headphone on it.
That one?
No, this one.
Right.
This one, I just feel uncomfortable wearing a headphone on.
This was the track walk yesterday with Jorge Martin practicing getting his shoulder down. And he said, wait for tomorrow. He wants to take turn 5 with his complete shoulder. So I'm expecting him to drop it occasionally.
Yeah.
Like 110% he'll throw it away. Did he get it down? Oh my God, he's got it down at turn 5. He's got his shoulder down. Give
him a championship now.
His entire shoulder and elbow is down at turn 5. I've never seen that. Session's going to restart shortly.
Is that why he's gone down so much this year? He's just been practicing that.
He's been showing off. Then again, we didn't know we were coming here until 2 weeks ago. Pit lane will open at 11. That's in 50 seconds' time.
So yeah, for some reason, this ear is just like really, really sensitive to noise. Right. And I think it's because like this half of like, my head is actually really, really sensitive. Like, because I think okay, do you know, people have specific eyes which they're most dominant in, and I'm dominant in my left eye.
Right.
Rather than my right. So
is that
my right ear, my left ear is also quite sensitive.
Yes, but I stand to your left, and quite often but that's only been since we've come into this commentary box, because before, well, actually,
I've always had you on my left.
No, 2012 until 2012 till 2015 or so.
We were the opposite way.
Yeah, I was on your right, you on my left.
So we changed it.
And then we changed it to
9 years ago.
Yeah, to me being on the right, you being on the left.
Yeah. So this ear is like really sensitive. So I don't see a need to have my right ear on.
That's only because in the old days, the power supply for the equipment was on the right side. So I had to stand closest to that. Whereas now it moved so I could stand to the left. Because we got a table, didn't we? Maybe that was 2017.
I just really can't wear my headphones. Like, I can wear other headphones on both ears. But when it comes to commentary, I'm just like, no, I can't wear it.
It's
too loud.
It's sort of stuck, hasn't it, as well, that sort of mentality of staying in that order of the commentary box.
Yeah.
We were planning on moving this entire commentary box around to face that way at one point, to which means I would have been standing here and you would have been back on my left.
I don't like that idea.
Yeah, that's enough rambling. Green flag's back out. Session's underway. Are you just going to put the hoodie on now?
No, I'm just going to drag.
Hey, careful. I heard that's thingy.
That was not thing. That was just my nail going against the zip.
Oh, my God.
Fixing. Oh, he must have damaged his shoulder a bit during that crash, Acosta.
Yeah, just going like that. Tweaking his neck as well, making sure he's A-OK. 9 times out of 10, with a motorcycle accident, you don't feel the pain until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because you're running on so much adrenaline.
Oh,
unless you break your wrist, of course. That's the test. Yeah. Still, be fascinating to have Lizzie in the commentary box for Macau this weekend to get her. She's a road racer, of course, by trade. And she's come into the WCR Championship and done really well. So that'd be great to have her in the box. Try and get... I might message Mallory and say, Mallory, are you busy on Tuesday? Do you fancy coming in for us? Bagnaia, 348 kilometres an hour downhill to turn 1. This, of course, last year during the Catalan Grand Prix, where he had the accident and he flicked up in the high side and then had his legs run over. And was out of the Grand Prix. Yeah. Martin, of course, crashed out earlier on this year in the sprint race here. So, it's sort of like the one circuit the riders don't want to run at, they're now running at again. By the way, if you're wondering where all the advertising sponsorships come from quite quickly, it's a funny tale. Are you ready for it? Some of the branding has come from the Grand Prix Valencia. Some of it has come from the Grand Prix back in May. And some of it's come from the Formula 1 Grand Prix in June. Yeah.
Okay.
I.e. the Pirelli advertising boards. Yeah. It's been a remarkable sort of throw it all together at the last minute. But great work from the circuit. 2 weeks to set up a Grand Prix. Fantastic. And anybody who had tickets for Valencia gets free entry here.
I'm hoping for including travel.
Yeah. Well, to get to Valencia, you have to go through Barcelona Airport anyway.
Oh,
Having done that trip myself, I know what Barcelona Airport's like.
51 cancelled.
Yeah. So, Bagnaia, 142.245. He goes third over the line. Jorge Martin and his lap time cancelled due to the red flag. So let's see what he's going to do out of the last corner. Of course, this is the only circuit where the layout is identical to Formula 1 on the entire calendar. So 141.820. Silverstone uses a different turn. Koto as well uses slightly different apexes. So the only circuit on the calendar is Barcelona. So, yeah, get a direct comparison between the two. Still, 140 1:820. In colder conditions, it's not going to be the one you need to run at. But Barcelona is a great venue for testing, i.e. Formula 1 used to test here quite a lot and still on the occasion do. So it all works out in the end. Adam says, in your opinion, Josh, who wins the MotoGP World Championship? Martin. I don't think he'll do it in the sprint race, though.
No.
It'll be the main Grand Prix. It'll be the showdown on Sunday. The rematch.
Part of me thinks they'll both drop it in the sprint.
Really?
Yeah, part of me thinks they both will. Maybe together.
Nah, but that means that 24 points is still the gap for the next day. I'd like it for Martin to crash in the sprint race on Saturday, Bagnaia to win the race, bring the gap down to 12 points, and it's all-out war Sunday. That's how I want it, at least. I want an all-out war.
But someone's going to drop it.
Bagnaia's won 10 victories this year, and he's not the championship leader due to his own mistakes. He's got on top now, though. 141.798. Do you want to move that out of the way?
Yes, please.
It's Martin and Binder going stronger. Martin across the line. And it's a 140.971. Binder second, 141.464 as well. By the way, all the MotoGP sessions that we've not put out this year on the main channel, but have been on places like JBMotorsports 2 and some of the warm sessions as well, they're all going to be uploaded because they're all ready. So they're all now finally ready, starting with Qatar and the practice session that we missed. And that is Quartararo off the track at turn 1 in the gravel. But he's got,
so many people are taking shortcuts. Martin had trouble with that too.
Is that why that time is green lighting up like a Christmas tree?
Yeah.
Oh, really stepped out for Quartararo in the braking. Into the kitty litter. Here's Pecco Bagnaia. Downhill towards turn 10. The Calyx. Turns, throws it in. Even Formula 1 like this new layout of Barcelona. They don't want to go back to the old one, but we're still losing it next year. It's the last ever Spanish Grand Prix. Rumoured it's going to become the Catalan Grand Prix and start rotating with other venues.
That would be interesting. Oh, yesterday, when I was in uni, I was eating lunch in the lounge. So just quickly eating lunch, and before I went and did...
Bagnaia second, 141.352.
Before I went and did some work, because I like to have a working lunch. And
we tried that once, ended up at the pub.
And because they have the radio on, I was just casually eating my sandwich, and then I hear F1. I was like, my head goes up, like listening, like I was a meerkat in a zoo. But what I found out was the fact that the Monaco Grand Prix has been, like, what's the word?
Extended.
Extended to 2031 for at least another 6 years.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's good. And then I went back to my lunch. But I love how my ears, immediately as I heard F1, just pricked up. Just like, okay, where's the F1?
Sneezing, trying to get this sorted right now. On the timing monitors. Desperate to get that little empty screen in use.
31 has a shortcut, so that's a Costa. He's had a bit too many shortcuts today.
Sneezing like crazy. Right, SHT says, hi guys, well finally here we are, season finale. Michele Perez returned once again. He's just crashed out as well right at the start of the session. I expect chaos in both the Tissot Sprint and the Grand Prix this weekend after what we saw last time MotoGP compared to Barcelona this year. And that's because Fernandez's bike that went down being returned to the pit lane.
Honestly, his bike doesn't look that bad.
Considering that one went into the centre of the circuit as well.
Yeah. The only risk to it really was Mark.
And he avoided it expertly as well.
One-handed? I don't know how he did that. He pulled a bike with one hand.
He's going quick as well.
Yeah, round a corner.
It's impressive.
36. What's 36?
37 and 30. It's Augusto Fernandez in the 37. 36 is Juan Mir. Martin's coming to the pit lane. Alex Marquez has gone fastest of all at the moment on a 1:40.915. So already a remarkable intro time.
Well, that's in his blood.
First sector time was a 16.736 as well already. So going quick. Martin in the pit lane. Yeah, and those boards, by the way, the stickers, already hard from the start of the year.
Reusable. And that's Acosta. I mean, he's up on Alex's time, so that's something.
Out of the last corner. And 11th at the moment, soft front medium rear, bike number 2, fastest overall with a 1:40.912 by 3 thousandths of a second, Megan, across it.
That is close, that is very close.
Yeah, I don't know how this weekend is going to happen. Is it time for Acosta to win his first race?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with you, but would he win it on a Tech 3 or would he win it on a factory bike next year? I know he's on a factory bike now, but you know what I mean? Like
I'm hoping next year, so then he can kind of fight for the championship, because I think it would be good.
He's matched his own fastest first sector time to the nearest thousandths of a second. 0.000 across that board.
He has skill.
He does. Remind us as well that next year we've got so many different people everywhere. Like the whole Ducati 8 have been broken up and thrown about the paddock.
Just like, okay, make this team better.
And do you know what? I'm going to say it. I don't think it's going to be Pecco Bagnaia at the top of that chain.
No.
It's going to be Marc Marquez at the top of the chain.
With Acosta right behind.
Then I'd say Martin, then Bagnaia, then maybe Acosta, Bastianini, etc. going down,
I think Acosta might surprise some people next year.
By the way,
even more.
Matt Dunn on Twitter, our Red Bull Rookies commentator as well, and OF American Racing social media entrepreneur as well, alongside his partner as well, Josie. Hello, Josie. But just quickly, Matt Dunn has banned the term last dance unless you are a retiring rider. So, Alicia Spargo, you're up. Alicia comes here having won 3 of the last 4 races at this circuit.
Which I'm very proud of.
Last year, won the sprint, won the Grand Prix. This year, won the sprint, second in the Grand Prix. He's got a chance of winning here to go out.
I'd like that.
I'd like it too, actually. Where is he at the moment?
Still remember when he got his
10th.
first win.
Since 2004.
I was so proud.
Yeah. That was here?
I think, yeah.
Silverstone?
One of them.
Bruno back on the calendar next year. Do you remember Bruno in the Czech Republic?
Kind of.
That's going to be on the calendar.
Do you know what I really want right now?
No?
I want
breakfast. I've been up since 5:30 and I hadn't yet.
I want a hot chocolate and a burger.
That's a weird combination.
Not together. But do you know, like, one of those, it's like burgers and some chips. So I also want, just, you know those things you see on, it's like, people eating those massive meals. It's like, I want a massive meal.
Right, okay. I can't chew yet, so I've got another week to go. I'm in my last week, though.
Woohoo!
6 of 6. I finish officially recovery next week. Got to stop taking those tablets as well.
Woohoo!
Over the line comes Marc Marquez. 7th. 1:41.196 as well. 2 tenths down in the overall time.
Oh my god, I'm craving a Christmas dinner.
Yeah,
that's what I'm craving.
Yeah, you are actually. Then again, you do have a chocolate milkshake, which is really weird because you've always meals like that. Just actually, you've got Thanksgiving next week, haven't you? Or the week after?
Might be the week after. Thanksgiving is
Thursday. Chloe says, has there been any previous discussions that
28th.
Pole winners get awarded a point or 2? A lot of work goes into qualifying a pole position, and 1 or 2 points award be considered to be pole winner. No, they've not discussed giving points out for pole position. I think the attitude with that is that they'll get points later on in the day in the Tito sprint if they can manage it. So they don't want to add extra points in for qualifying. They're happy with what they got with the sprint race to go into as well. So at the moment, No sign of adding points to qualifying.
It's 28.
Couple of weeks left.
Until Thanksgiving.
And Bastianini up to 4th place as Jorge Martin now comes out onto the circuit. Quartararo goes 9th. Augusto Fernandez 16th at the moment as well. Pedro Acosta, he's top at the moment at 140.912. Marco Bezzecchi comes out on the circuit. Jorge Martin, JM89 out there. 3rd run of the session, of course. One of them not counted due to a red flag out there. I think this is the track where Bagnaia and Martin are going to crash together, especially what we saw between both of them in Malaysia 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Greatest opening 4 laps of a MotoGP race in history, that.
Woohoo!
After the red flag. Well, Jack Miller, by the way, said that the rear tyre gripped him and pulled his organs into the bike.
Oh my goodness.
That's what he said, yeah.
That is not pleasant.
Yeah. He's okay. He's remarkably okay. Bit battered and bruised, but good to see both him and Binder up because they didn't take to the restart in Malaysia 2 weeks ago, whereas Fabio Quartararo did. Look at that.
Which was impressive.
He hasn't crashed, but then you just saw briefly the arm of Jorge Martin with scuffed leathers. Here's turn 5 for Bagnaia.
Making an attempt but failing.
Getting his elbow down, but not getting his shoulder down. But Jorge Martin, shoulders down.
He's been practicing that all year, hasn't he?
He feels confident, doesn't he? Wary the rider who feels confident, especially at Barcelona. It's a track that can spit you out even in boiling hot conditions. In cold conditions like this, God knows what's going to happen. We're honestly expecting red flags, aren't we?
Well, we've already had one, and it's just free practice.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Quartararo, 141.276 as well. Goes
it wasn't even in a fast corner.
No, it's in the slowest corner on the track. Exit turn 5.
We should be worried.
Yeah. Should be, actually. There's Danny Pedrosa.
Lap 1.
Well, a couple of years ago, lap 1 was still drama. Danny Pedrosa signed on to be another KTM test rider for another year. Always reminds me how small he is.
I was just thinking.
Yeah. Continuous KTM test rider for 2025 as well. That's just come up on the screen.
Have you noticed how he kind of looks like a mix between Senna and Mark Webber?
Yes. I've thought that for a long time. Just a reminder, JB Motorsports is now on Blue Sky. Just search at JB Motorsports. We're going to relaunch all our social media platforms anyway ahead of the new year, 2025. Now that we actually have people who can take it daily stuff. So YouTube shorts and things like that. They can record a video and upload it of their own free will.
Yeah.
Or send it to me and I'll upload it, etc., etc.
I have chosen my optional module for next
what
semester.
is it?
Global.
Global law.
Global crime.
Global crime. Can I suggest you Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, 2015?
Why?
Valentino Rossi kicking out Marc Marquez. International lawsuit, Spain versus Italy.
I mean, I can mention it to my teacher.
How about the Euro 2020 final in 2021? Italy, completely murdering England for no reason and playing dirty.
True, I remember that.
Or, I've been standing up too long, my shoes.
Would you like to sit?
No, it's my toes. Oh.
That needed to correct.
I have bad ankles and toes.
I think that's just a family trait at this point. Also, you stand a lot.
Yeah. Knees and toes?
I don't know exactly what I'll be studying, but it's like anything to do with like global crime and stuff like that.
Does that mean that if we need to do an international drug run to Cuba, you're the woman to call?
I mean, with a lot of crime stuff, I'm the woman to call if you need to know about it.
You've heard of Edie McCready?
The positive facts about doing criminology.
My ankles really are bad. I would not be able to be a motorcycle ride, I can tell you that right now. Changing gears on the bike with you. You can watch because the clutch on the other side of the bike, so you're constantly going like that with your foot.
Well, my left is good, but this one, I still get a slight twinge.
Yeah.
Because they didn't do it properly. And almost tore my ligament in half when I was 9.
It'd be fun actually to see you driving a car like that. It would actually. 20 minutes to go then in this session. Reminder, we were under red flag for 9 minutes of it, so that's still good. At least we had to get a free practice one session, not having it delayed or cancelled.
I drive like Kevin Magnussen.
Yeah, you actually getting a driving licence might be a bit of a worry. Get a racing licence instead. Whoa! Big twitch! Martin exited the last corner at New Holland. He's backed out of it. The bike looked like it almost spat him up. You could hear the crunch.
I don't know how he managed to save that.
No, I don't. I heard it crunch. Yeah, like a boom.
It's like that ride height thing came up briefly.
Watch this. So through 14 into 15, the front's going to dip away from him. Oh, look there. You're right. You are bang on, Megan. It looked like the ride height device activated because it's straight up the front wheel automatically.
Yeah.
And he left an 11 as well. Well, a 1 in this case. Just down on the stripe as well. Big line of rubber. I reckon that it triggered the ride height device there because the way that sort of the rear stepped down, the front jumped up.
Because it sounded like it.
It sounded like it.
Yeah, it's because I remember when Mark had trouble with that.
It was the same crack.
Yeah, it was the same noise of him trying to push it down.
Wasn't that in Qatar?
And he had trouble with it twice.
Yeah. And that delayed start as well, didn't we?
Yeah, and the delayed start actually saved him from having problems because he didn't have it down.
Did he take the second bike? He did,
yeah.
He? Yeah, he went back a bit.
It enabled him to change it because his ride height device was kind of broken.
Yeah, that did not look nice there.
Quick manoeuvring though, which is impressive.
Lightning reactions.
You don't think he could have... The fact him going all down on his shoulder might have done something to the mechanism, right? Because it's not used to being that far down without dropping it.
The lean angle should be okay at that point because it's...
But it might have.
Yeah, because it's more him sort of going more off the bike than the bike turning the lean angle more. I think that's just something not working right yet on the bike for that to sort of crack. Oh, Nakagami! Big one there. Ripped off the right side of the bike.
Yeah, that bike looks like a bike going Halloween trick or treat. Looks like a skeleton of a bike.
He's dropped it, exit of turn 2 while following Bradle, and the bike skated across the gravel trap. Having got gravel from this circuit, I can tell you that it is quite thick gravel.
Hard.
Heavy, thick gravel.
It's not exactly something you want to go into.
It's more chalk as well. It's like a chalk gravel. I have some. Oh, I got some from Brands Hatch as well. It's still in my rucksack.
You failed to mention that one.
Yeah.
Christmas, an extra jar.
Yeah. Well, the laptop's still in there as well. That's usually there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So for 6 weeks, you've left that laptop in a bag and charged.
It's got a magnificent battery life. Trevor said he once left it for a year and he came to it at 80%.
Oh, jeez.
It's got a fantastic battery life.
No, you have not touched that bag.
Well, I've
touched the bag.
I've been recovering and I was in hospital as well. I came home and went straight to hospital, if you remember.
Yeah, I remember. A&E for 5 hours.
That time cancelled for yellow flags because everyone went through turn 2. Bagnaya's rear sliding into the first corner downhill as well.
This is a comment for all A&Es.
If you say what I think you're going to say.
Please don't have the news on. It's depressing. People in there do not want to have to listen to the news and the depressing state of the world right now. Put comedy on. Put something comedic. I'm glad when they put Have I Got News For You on. At least it's the news, but comical.
Alicia Spartagrove down into turn 10 at Calex.
And yes, I've been going on about that for almost 6 weeks.
Yeah, you really have, haven't you?
It's depressing.
Besides Aleix, farewell MotoGP race weekend as full-time riders, both Nakagami and Augusto, yeah. Augusto Fernandez goes, and of course, out goes Takiki Nakagami, going down as a test rider. Both have crashed in this session. All have crashed in this session by Aleix Spargo, thinking about it. He just goes 11th now.
Good time.
1:42.001.
Cold air's really starting to get to my cracked tooth for some reason.
I swear my cracked tooth got worse here.
What did you say? Oh no, it's fine. Just make sure to clean every single day, very detailedly. I
can't clean my teeth properly yet.
Yeah. Once you are able to,
past the 6 weeks, I should be fine.
Then you've just got to go you've got to focus on that tooth after you've done the normal thing.
Replay of Martine. This is turn 5 again. Elbow down, arm down, shoulder down. Yeah.
So that's twice now.
Absolute show-off, isn't it?
He really is. He's just like, I'm going to win this championship in style.
How? See, look, the bike's actually at the same angle. It's just him that's further down.
Just having a look at that front wheel.
Yes, Jorge Martin is the only rider who can sidecar his own bike.
It's just like, look at me. I am the master of this bike.
In he comes, runs over his mechanic. So his mechanic kind of gets bang. That was right in between the area, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know why they do it like that. Have two people either side to stop it.
Ideally, they should run into a clip.
Yeah, that would be good.
Like they have here, look.
Yeah, that would be wiser and less dangerous. What if their brakes fail?
Yeah.
Then that's a very unfortunate angle as well, to crash into someone.
Don't know who's going to tell the boss of Prima Pramac right now, but you can't cross the pit lane in a live session.
He'll pay the fine.
Yeah. Can't cross it live. And certainly not without a badge. Viñales down into turn 1.
Why is Viñales trying to step off the bike?
Yeah, he was running way off the bike, wasn't he? Loads of lasts this weekend, actually, as well. Last weekend with Simon Crafar down in the pit lane on the world feed because he's going to move up, which means it's the last race with Freddie Spencer. Yes! So Freddie Spencer is leaving the FIM MotoGP Dorna Stewart. He's leaving. I decided to say thank you, God. So Ding Dong, the is gone.
Thought you were going to say something else there. You know me in Christmas.
Ding Dong, the lunatic's gone.
For those that don't know, I am very against Christmas songs before the 1st of December because I think it is bad luck.
Well, I am feeling very merry about it, let me tell you something. I'm glad that he's gone. You
can sing about it in 15 days.
You could say I'm on a high about it as well.
Joshua! I am sick of you trying to find ways to incorporate them in sentences. Wait 15 days, that's all I'm asking you. 16 technically. That's all you have to wait. And then, but the thing is, you'll sing it all the way through year accidentally. And then when Christmas rolls around, none of you speak a word.
Well, here in Barcelona, with the track temperature at 15 degrees, air temperature at 14 degrees, partially cloudy. Yeah, the riders definitely will be coming in. The first thing they'll be saying to their engineers is, the weather outside is frightful.
Take it up and say it, sorry. That was just way too the lyrics.
I take it back and I'm sorry. But yeah. Yeah, it was funny.
Or do you want there to be more red flags?
I don't think it doesn't matter anymore. But yeah, last weekend with Freddie Spencer, but also big news. Last weekend with Dorna having total control over MotoGP, because next year, Liberty Media come in. Dorna still remaining overall in charge, but Liberty Media to have the bigger inputs. Basically, MotoGP next year is going to be heaven. You could almost call it some form of Wonderland.
Watch it.
You could almost call Liberty Media a new bird.
It's going to be my next 2 weeks, isn't it?
Bastianini at 141.907 across the line. Right now at 5th. I'm taking full advantage of the fact I can smile again at the moment. 141.803. 141.083. God, get it together. He's up to 5th place.
I swear if you say the 8 looks like a snowman. Don't. I can hear your mind ticking.
Just turn your head. No, stay there again. Stay there and just turn your head to the side.
It is outside.
No, look at the monitor. Actually, no, look up at this monitor. Look what you look like.
What?
You look like you're in a regal thing. Look like you're wearing a cloak.
True.
Also, for the love of God, hang on, Bagnaia and Bastianini have matched their first sector times to the nearest 1,000th.
30 cancelled.
I don't believe that. That must be a glitch on the air because it dropped half a second on the second sector. Take a look at the messages I've sent you on Instagram because there's literally a Sith hoodie onesie.
Well, I need that.
I've sent you like 3.
I will check later.
It's about 50 quid, but it's... No, Megan.
No,
Megan, it's Palpatine's.
Palpatine?
Yeah, watch.
I shall later.
9 minutes to go then, in this one.
I've seen what I sent you. About the wheel.
I mean, there is one thing about title deciders and season finales and everyone having the last day of term. It does feel like it. But it really is the most wonderful time of the year. If anyone wants to get involved in the Let's Annoy Megan with Christmas themed comments, get in touch with the YouTube chat below. The Christmas theme puns.
It's our bad luck that I worry about. Everyone else can worry about their own.
I've yet to point out to Megan that technically Spice Girls 2 Become One is a Christmas song.
No, it isn't.
It was Christmas number 1.
Just because something is Christmas number 1 does not mean it's a Christmas song.
What?
Does it involve snow, Christmas, or any other Christmas-related word?
Last Christmas literally was number 1 last year with Wham.
No, I mean 2 Become One. It does not contain those words, so therefore it is not a Christmas song.
I wonder what would be Christmas number 1 this year.
I do not know. Usually something to do with Elton John.
Step in, shall we? And up the inside, is she staring at me? Yes, she is. That's the 88. That's Miguel Oliveira, who's been declared fit and has returned to the championship now for the last race of the season after being out injured for a while. The Portuguese rider racing here as well. Being just been passed by Brad Binder out there on the moment. So 7 minutes to go. Here's Jorge Martin on the 89. Okay then, Megan. So why do you watch Home Alone all the way throughout the year?
I haven't.
This is the girl who says, oh yeah...
Christmas movies are okay.
Right, okay. Do you know, I only watch Die Hard.
Just don't sing along.
I only watched the 2 Die Hards. Well, yeah, the first 2. At Christmas. 23rd of December, it's Die Hard 2. 24th of December, Die Hard.
Like how
Didn't you join me for Die Hard last year?
No.
Oh. Die Hard. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Die Hard is the ultimate Christmas movie.
I'll give you a set at Christmas.
It's the ultimate Christmas movie.
No, that's Santa Claus 1.
I'm sorry, that's magical, that's great, but I'm sorry, but Die Hard's the ultimate Christmas movie.
What about Home Alone?
That's just really bad parenting.
Nice. At least with Home Alone 3, they didn't actually leave their child for a week. They just left him home alone occasionally when he was sick, which has actually, come to think of it, might be a bit worse.
For an afternoon. All that happened in an afternoon.
On a few occasions.
Martin's bike does not look good. Because he's vibrating on the inside there of the bike.
Yeah, his back's there. His bike sounds sick. It sounds like it's crying out. Help me.
I could just be the Honda.
Help me. Help me. He's pushing the bike too much.
I wouldn't be surprised if that bike might expire before the end of it.
Sometime in the sprint.
Ivan says with Fabio as well.
I wonder if someone's actually calculated the best Christmas movie of all time.
Die Hard!
What?
Is The Empire Strikes Back a Christmas movie?
We can make it one.
It does feel Christmassy, doesn't it?
I mean, it does have a family dinner with Vader. I mean, one of his children are missing.
He was a bit...
And he was aggressive against his daughter's boyfriend. I mean, that's ultimate parenting when you don't know that you're the father.
Yeah, but it's okay, because Vader did make Luke very handy in the kitchen.
True. And he did kind of make Han an ornament.
Oh, big twitch again for Martin out of 8 and 9.
That is not good.
Getting on the curb, the bike just lost out of it. Through Campsa, down to La Calex.
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's really not for...
Okay, Die Hard second according to this list.
It's a Wonderful Life. It's basically, let's go back in time and make sure that nothing ever happens.
I've never actually seen It's a Wonderful Life.
Which version?
Apparently this one, it's 1946. Does that mean it was filmed during the war?
Just after the war, you idiot.
It takes a year to film things.
Yeah, it was filmed in 1946.
Quick. According to Rotten Tomatoes, what is the best Christmas movie?
Martin stays 5th with that lap time, 142.080.
Meet Me in St. Louis? I've never even heard of that movie!
Show me. Oh, of course, 1944.
I've never even heard of that movie.
Oh, Julie Garland.
I've never heard of that one too. Or that one.
What was...
Okay, I've heard of that one.
Miracle on 34th Street. Yeah, I think you've heard of that one.
Yeah,
both
probably
of
that.
them.
It's probably Miracle on 34th Street. Never heard of Tangerine. What
Tangerine is fantastic. 2015 film.
Never heard of that one.
Klaus.
Never watched that one, but heard of it. How is that a Christmas movie?
He has a little woman.
Okay.
Look at Takiki Nakagami in the Honda, about to go fastest, and does so! 1:45.01, 4/10 faster than Pedro Acosta.
That is impressive.
His last full time riding in MotoGP, and he has gone number 1 in practice.
At least he can say he's done it.
That's number 8 now. A Christmas Carol. Why isn't that up there?
This list is just wrong.
Muppets Christmas Carol. Christmas Carol's fantastic, though.
Okay, according to Empire Online, Die Hard is the best. They all have different ideas.
Anyway, we're getting towards the crunch time at the end of the first session. Nakagami at LCR, Honda, Oliveira at Trackhouse, Miller at Red Bull KTM, Morbidelli and Prima Pramac. It's all going through. Taka on top. Still looking good as well for Nakagami. Checker flags out in 90 seconds time.
I think we can all agree on the best Halloween film.
Halloween.
Hocus Pocus.
Halloween.
Halloween's good, I'll give you that. Music. Music.
Yeah?
Still. Halloween's over. Wait, could Miracle on 34th Street be considered a Thanksgiving film?
Yes.
We do watch it on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's not a Christmas film, is it? It's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Because I don't think any of it takes part in Christmas.
It does. The end bit.
Oh.
Most of it takes part, like, on Thanksgiving and the lead up to Christmas. So technically, it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, Nakagami did start on pole a couple of years ago. Surprised everybody with that time. 40 seconds left on the clock.
We always watch it on Thanksgiving. So.
People say Marc Marquez looks horrible. Yeah, Lou, I agree. Mark's intense at the moment. Off the pace.
Mark's just warming up.
Don't forget, effectively, he's on a 2-year-old bike now.
Yeah.
Yes, it's last year's, but by the time in development, it's 2 years old. Don't forget, post-season test on Tuesday. We're covering it live. All 7 hours of it.
You sound so excited.
3.5 hours in the morning. Then the TV pictures go on a break. Then it's 3.5 hours in the afternoon.
A little bit of a wobble there for Bagnaia twice.
Yeah. We will be live throughout the entire day.
When's that?
Tuesday. And then in between the gap, we're going to be showing the sprint race and the Grand Prix. Over the line then, checkered flags are out for the first free practice session of the Solidarity Grand Prix of Barcelona, racing for Valencia. Out of the last corner, Binder, 4th. Improves? No, 140.972.
They're all wobbling.
Yeah.
Also, it looks like it's going to rain.
It's just this time of year.
Oh, true.
Over the line for Bagnaia, and it's a 141.896. Debbie on the start-finish line.
31, exceeding track limits, and
Acosta. That'll be down in the first corner. Everyone will be taking the shortcut.
30, shortcut.
Yeah. So, effectively now we'll go into the practice start session, which is an extra 15 minutes at the end. And they all go up to the grid, take their practice starts. You can go and have dinner.
Yeah.
What you can actually do is run me a bath. I haven't been in yet. That way it'll save time for everyone.
I actually want a bath.
I like it scalding, remember. Thank you.
For some reason you do.
Cheers, Meg. See you later. So, Damon Hill has announced departure from Sky. What? Damon's leaving Sky? No! No, Damon. He's one of the original talent. Why Damon? Besides, Damon and Johnny gone. Oh. That's not right. Nakagami, in his final weekend as a permanent rider, fastest. It's been a fantastic 13 years for Sky F1. But all good things come to an end. I missed the most impressive bunch of professionals that have been to work. Pleasure working. Looking forward to new challenges in F1. Oh, I don't like that. I don't know it's Martin and Johnny there. I don't like how Damon's left. But then again, Damon has barely been on this year, so maybe it's roundabout right. So, let's hand over. Just give us a second. So, practice start session about to take over. Let's hand to TNT Sports on the world feed.
Hasn't it?
So it has to be the same approach.
Well, why would you change it?
Well, the only thing is the track temperature, the feeling that lap times are slower than the superbikes, you know, as in, so there's just that is...
But I guess he's in a situation where he's got the beauty of being able to manage that situation with that points gap.
Yeah.
The other thing, and Neil, you're right with this, the track conditions, the cooler conditions. We've seen in May, Pecco Bagnaia losing the race in the last lap with a significant lead just because he eased off. And he lost that little bit of temperature in the tyre and crashed. So it's not an easy situation to be in. And 24 points is a lot, don't get me wrong. You get to the, you know, there's a sprint race where 12 points available and a main GP with 25 points. So it's a lot, you know, it's a lot to have in a hand. But yeah, the mistake is easily done here.
But the world champion will be the rider that can manage the pressure this week.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be Taka's crash from earlier.
Just look at...
This is what a cold tyre crash looks
pushing,
like.
Look,
not even pushing.
Going so slow there.
You're like, oh.
It's like he goes in knowing, ooh, hang on a minute, I've not really pushed my tyre on the left side yet, so I'm going to take it easy. And he still crashes.
Yeah.
Fair play to Taka, they're going out being fastest this morning. I mean,
nice one.
Obviously there's no prizes for being world champion of Friday free practice, but a nice start to the weekend.
And now the best bit, Sylvain, I know you've been waiting for this, your favourite bit, the practice starts.
I must admit though, when all those races I've been away, I've been watching, and I've really enjoyed your discussion or argument. It was more a discussion with Davide Tardozzi about the radar devices the way they affect the starts and they affect the racing. And I thought it was really interesting. And I thought you didn't hold back there. Fair play to you. And yeah, it was really good.
There was a Ducati wall we hit up against, I think, with Davide.
Yeah.
So there we
were getting
kept
nowhere.
on kicking it down, but you know.
Yeah. We tried, didn't we?
We challenged.
We challenged.
And, yeah,
That's all you can do.
good try.
What did you notice towards the end of that session with the number 89 bike? Did you see any difference in it?
I didn't see him exiting turn 5, as in, so I didn't see if he had if they'd done something to try and stop the front wheel dragging.
What
He
it
lost
is as
time in
well.
the second section, didn't he?
Yeah, he wasn't. I think it wasn't really. Oh, there you go. We see him coming out there. But that's just an outlap. The other, important thing as well is that when you are doing slower lap times like this, the bikes are set. So obviously the mapping in the bikes and the way the power is delivered, that will be all sort of from the event that we had in May, where they were going quite a bit quicker. So when you, with more grip, so when you, for example, this exit of turn 5 there, when you have more grip, you carry a little bit more corner speed and you can get a better exit, which actually limits the way the bike wheelies. When you're going a little bit slower, the bike is more aggressive and you are going to get more wheelies and the bike's going to be a little bit more unsettled. So for them, it feels like, obviously, they were very much on the limit there.
You say more wheelies?
Wheelies.
Wheelies, okay. I just wanted to be clear on that. Sorry, right, carry on. Sorry, I shouldn't have interrupted you.
That's why it was happening. So
you was in the flow.
Elevate, please.
You wouldn't necessarily then make modifications to slow the bike down there in that phase, because you're thinking that the lap times are going to improve. And that's how dialed in and how the bikes have to be dialed in to be efficient around the track. Yeah, front device on, the rear one now. Bike is on the ground, and the limit now is not the wheelie at the start. I'll say that again. The limit is the rear spin. So that's why we've seen so many riders, spinning the rear tire off the line. It's getting grip there, so that's good. That's what creates dangerous situations, and that was one of your argument with Davide.
So look how small Danny is. He could hardly see over the pit wall.
Stop it. Danny, possibly the most underrated MotoGP rider that was in the shadow of Marc Marquez really those years.
Yeah, one of the only man
and Valentino
as a teammate of Marquez to beat.
Look at that. How many times does this man spin it up?
But that's what we're saying. When they start like that with a bike low, with the radar devices engaged, if you start, let's say, a superbike, when at the start, the limit, you're going to see the rear there going, there you go, massive spin. So you're going to see the bike, and it crashed.
What has happened here then?
Been hit by somebody.
Something's
Clearly.
gone on there, hasn't it?
Well, I never.
I've never seen this before. Pecco Bagnaia has been taken down on the parade lap. So he's got Maverick Vinales right round the outside of him. Vinales cuts in front of Bagnaia. The front wheel buckles because he got shocked that Vinales was there. So Bagnaia's had a crash after the session. I have never seen that before in my life. So he's cruising along, and then Vinales comes around the outside, shocks him, and the bike goes down. Wow!
It's not Maverick's fault, is it?
No,
He's annoyed that Maverick did that.
He's annoyed, and he would have felt the whack, because he came by really, really fast, and he would have been like suddenly sort of bit like sucked in a little bit to the corner. But that's low tire temperature.
Yeah.
Easy done.
Well, unbelievable.
So he's going to miss a practice start.
Yeah.
Because of that, which
Never
you
seen
really
that
needed
before.
when you saw
Yeah, so we're talking about the starts again. So on a standard, let's say, superbike or a standard bike without the ride-eye device, the rear ride-eye device, you're going to start, and your limit is very much going to be the bike wheeling and wanting to, too much power. The rear is gripping and your bike is coming up in the front, and that's what is fighting against you to get a good start, basically. With the bike lowered like this, it's much more. Oh, yeah, it's coming quite fast. You can see even on the camera, you can see Pecco getting surprised and feeling the wind there.
Yeah, the wake effect.
Yeah, the wake of it. Yeah. Well, I mean, there was no need for Maverick to do that, maybe.
No.
But yeah.
Well, trouble for both of our title contenders in that session, it seems.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he's got away with it, as in he's absolutely
Looks
fine.
unhurt.
He'll be more embarrassed as well. He'll be annoyed at this man,
Yeah, but
and
he's
he'll be
going at speed because you're supposed to do a practice start and then test your braking marker. So
that's a really
Nice
good point.
start,
you know, that's what this exercise is about. It's about improving the safety at the start.
You're right.
So you're right. He's at the start and he needs to try on his braking marker.
Exactly, because Bagnaia spun up. He's then
Bagnaia's
cruised
cruising
down. Yeah, you're right. So if anyone's to blame, well, it is Bagnaia's actually.
I don't think Maverick is to blame there.
No. Well, exactly what Mark's doing there. Braking hard into turn 1. Well, drama at the end of the session.
You can't, especially with those low temperatures, you can't just cruise around and you can't, you can make a mistake so easy. There you go.
Look, there you go. You can see it clearly here.
Cruising, he's not on the racing line there. The racing line is to the left, where Maverick is. And Maverick is having to kind of avoid him a bit. There's no contact.
So weird. That is so weird.
As soon as he gets in the wake, he loses the front. You know, as soon as he gets, is it the wake you call it? Wake.
Wake.
Wake. There you go. Low front tire temperature, definitely, and it locks. I don't think you can blame Maverick for that. You?
No.
I mean, you could see that Maverick was going wide to avoid.
Yeah, but Maverick is at his practice start and he's trying to get a feel for the braking marker for turn 1, which is what this couple of practice starts is about.
I think it was the wet. Don't you? Was it something to do with that? I think it was. I don't think he stood a chance. Maverick came past in the speed and the wet off his bike.
Yeah,
just blew him off.
We love you, Sylvan. We've missed you so much.
Wakey, wakey.
Yep.
Practice start.
Going to do a little bit of a practice start in case we have a...
Well, they'll be telling him the good news when he gets in. They're going, you're not going to believe what's happened. Pecco crashed at turn 1. We're like, what? Yeah, he's locked the front.
I think the last thing we want is a flag to flag here. I mean, all year I want a flag to flag. I was like, please, Rain, please, like, throw something else into the mix. But not really this weekend.
No, I don't want it.
You know what's going to happen,
I think it'll be more predictable if it's a full wet race, because you get so much feel from these wet tyres. It's more likely to make a mistake in the dry, funny enough.
Here's a serious question. Who invented the bum tap? Because every ride... When did that start? Who started it?
Did they used to do it to you?
No.
If I was a rider, I would hate that. It would make me feel quite violent if somebody tapped me. You like it? So
Maybe you invented... You started it?
I don't think so, no.
It's probably a French thing. Could be.
Yeah, could be. Don't know.
I think it's an Italian thing.
I want to know who's invented the finger thing, you know, where they roll the finger next
race, yeah.
Every time they crash or something doesn't happen.
I didn't know, you know, when I was in the Aprilia garage, when I was the mechanic for the weekend, whether I was allowed to do the bum tap.
You didn't mention that.
Look, I've been an Aprilia mechanic for the weekend.
He's not mentioned that for a while.
For one session. That was good, wasn't it, that?
It was brilliant. I like the knuckles at the end. That was cool with Maverick. Yeah, you did the knuckles. That's cool. No.
The bum tap would have been all right.
No, I don't think I could.
Oh, look, hang on. Oh, hang on. No one's giving him the bum tap. So it's...
No, you just don't do it when the rider is in a bad mood.
There is a title at stake here, ladies and gentlemen, at this final showdown, the Solidarity Grand Prix.
And this could have got hurt there. That's a big crash.
Of course.
But he is cruising. Maverick is going to come past. Yeah.
See, if you look at it from there, you go, well, that's Maverick's caused that, but...
No, because they have to practice. They're practicing, and he's nowhere near him. I mean, as in, like, he's not making contact at all. So, yeah. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Well, we've not seen anything on the screen to say that it's being looked at, have we? Which should have come up immediately, really, if they're going to look at that.
Yeah. Maverick knows the truth. Everyone knows the truth.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the Pramac garage,
well, he won't be too bothered by that. He'll be thinking now the conditions. He'll be thinking about tires. He'll be thinking the conditions during the sessions not being easy. He'll be thinking, we need to look at stuff and work out something so I can get more confident. Because definitely all those riders on the track this morning would have felt like not confident. Would have felt like they don't really know if they can push or not, especially in the left turns. Would have felt like they all stayed. Well, most of them stayed with the soft front, which is the one that's softer on the left side. Most of them did not switch to the medium, which means they were not confident.
guys. So, it's Nakagami, Acosta, Alex Marquez, Binder, Martin, Bashiri, Bagnaia, Vinales, Miller, Marc Marquez, Quartararo, Marini, Morbidelli, Alicia Spargro, Johan Zarco, Marco Bezzecchi, Alex Rins, Augusto Fernandez, Juan Mir, Michele Pino, Miguel Oliveira, Ralph Fernandez, and Stefan Bradl. Your 23 for 23. That's it then for the final first free practice session of the weekend. This afternoon, join us for the 1 hour practice to decide the running order for qualifying 1 and qualifying 2 for the Solidarity Grand Prix of Barcelona, racing for Valencia. We'll see you later on. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.